Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Dear respected brothers and sisters, welcome to Al Khair Education. We have been discussing about why we as a black community, we are poor in terms of wealth compared to the white community and brown community. In other words, Western countries, Asians against the Caribbeans and African. And brothers and sisters, if you want to move forward, we need to point out our weaknesses. This is to improve our life. Waa inaan qaladaadkeen ognahay annagu. Markasta dad un ma eedayn karno. You cannot blame every time what happened 100 years ago and you still stuck in the same place. One of the reasons, of course, I mentioned already 2 reasons why the black community are poor. Then you can check the previous videos. Today's video, I will mention, brothers and sisters, one reason why we are poor in terms of health. Please forward to other black community, any friend of yours. Qof Somali haddaad taqaanid oo ama qof madow haddaad taqaanid videogan walaalkii fadlan u gudbi. Because waa inaan nolosheena kor u soo qaado. We need to improve our life. Why we are poor is because we are stuck in history. We are stuck in history. And that means if you ask any black person, he or she will tell you, I am poor because I'm disadvantaged by the whites. We were enslaved. We were victimized. These brothers, I'm not talking about my own wishes. This is something I do survey. I ask the black community. I ask anybody I met as a black person, he or she, I ask them every time. I say, why are we poor? Because I compare Asians and Africans and also white community. Why are we poor? If you go to Africa, people are below poverty. Dadku waa masaakiin, waxa ma haystaan, ma shaqaystaan, ma shaqaysan karaan. Dadkii waa iska fadhiyaan. Maxaa dhacay? Why are we poor? The only reason majority of them give me was we were stuck, we were enslaved, we were victimized, we were stolen by the whites. And that's 100 years ago. Brothers and sisters, as long as we are stuck in history, we are moving nowhere. That's why after 100 years after colonization, we stay the same place. And let us come to other communities who are victimized, like the black community. For example, Indians. The Indians were victimized, And now today, they became a prime minister in England. That's one reason we are poor. Okay. Also, the Irish. I met with an old Irishman. And he said, you guys, if you are stuck in history, you will never move forward. You will stay in the same place. He said, and I came in England from Ireland, 1954. I was insulted, I was spat on, I was beaten up by the English. But at the same time, what I did, I be patient, I cleaned the toilet, I worked in their farms, I did everything they told me to do it, while they are victimizing me. And today, after 40 years, Irish are doing very well. In my local area, majority of the houses is owned by Irish. Because they move on, they are not different from white people now. Of course they are white, yeah? So we come into this excuse of saying we cannot move forward because we were victimized by the whites and we are stuck in history is completely wrong. Marka shakadan lee anigu waa li gumaystayo midow aan ahayo wiliga meel uma socotid. Wiliga meeshan ba joogaysaa. And the other thing I realize is we kind of inferior. We are inferior. we kind of despise ourselves. Annaga isnacaniba waxaan leenahay ani midoobaan nahay in mataqaana waa liinacayaa oo waa liinacbahay uqdada kugu jirto. You know, you have grudge in you as a black person. Move on, brothers and sisters. Let us move on. The world has moved on. We are in 2025. Why are you holding this grudge against yourself? Why are you hating yourself? Move on. Why every time you say no? You know, my ancestor, he was one of the slaves from Ghana, and he was taken to America, you know, he was victimized. Of course, don't forget. I'm not telling you to forget the history. Of course, you can always remember what happened, which is really bad, and we blame strongly. But you should not be held back by this. This is one of the reasons why we are poor today. As an African person, as a Caribbean person, as a black person, why we are poor is because we are stuck in history. Please, brothers and sisters, move forward, so that at least we can catch up the white and the brown. We can catch up. I'm sure we can do a lot. We are very strong people. You know, we have determination. We're very clever people. We can do lots. There are many people who are black are doing very well in the world, and that's few. What I'm comparing, brother, is the whole world. You have to know that a lot of people. Some of you may say, no, I know a lot of black people who are rich, extremely doing well. Of course, there are many of them. But this is comparing the whole world. You have to know them. Remind yourself, we are comparing Western countries, all of them, yeah? Asians, and then against Africans and Caribbeans, brothers. This is what we are comparing. You yourself compare. Markaas oo isbarbar dhigaa nin ani community worker oo isbarbar dhigaa Asian-ka oo dhan macal Chinese-kooda oo dhan isku wada dar. Haye kulli Western-kaad isku taray mataqaana European-kan, Canadian-ka, Australian-ka, American-ka, kulli isku wada dar, Ingiriiska, United Kingdom isku wada dar kulligood. Haye iyo mataqaana nimanka Asian-ka macal Chinese-ka kulligood isku dar. Adi isku fiiri marka yaa faqiir ah. Who is poor? When you compare these communities, who is poor in terms of wealth? When you define the meaning of poor, it has a lot of meaning. Here I'm talking about in terms of wealth. So brothers and sisters, we are poor because we are stuck in history. I mentioned already 2 other reasons, and why I mentioned this, we need to move forward. We need to improve our lives, and we can do it. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant us tawfiq. Bring our mindset back. Marka waa odaygii la jirka ahaa oo ka cararay malkamuudka. Mar haddaad sokor iyo dhikar iyo kaliya xanuun qabtid, hurdada ka kaca hurdada lugee. Hadda intaan shaqada garin ka hor half anna waa inaan lugee. Waagi hore one hours hadhowda markaad ka soo baxana xoogaa lugeynaya. So brothers, if you have diabetic or kidney problems or blood pressure, which I have, you need to walk, do a lot of exercise. You see? Check those guys, yeah? Check those guys. You see? They're walking. Everybody's walking. Inshallah ta'ala is another program I will talk about a lot, why the black community are dying so quickly compared to the white. That's another topic, inshallah ta'ala. But do a lot of exercise, brothers. Jazakumullah khairan, barakallahu feekum. Please forward others this video. Assalamu alaikum.